Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Live. I suppose I should stand up now and do a Mike Welch and go through all the list and wish him in. I'm
Yeah,
not
go
doing
for
too
it.
much today.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
doing too
you
much
go
today,
for it.
so I probably could do that actually.
Yeah, go
You
for
have,
it.
you have,
Go on, do
you
it.
have to come in 10
Do it.
minutes early to do that.
Yeah, well, I am 10
Oh,
minutes
yeah.
early, really. This is my worming team tonight. You have Brian of
Worming? Worming?
returning, worming,
Oh,
worm ears, earworms,
Good
wormers,
evening, everybody.
Pete Twisted Trees, and William
Good
of
morning, everyone.
Good evening,
the
everyone.
Irish contingent. Right,
Yeah.
what are we
north
doing
and south.
today then?
North and south. We're
No, I got
North and
northern
south.
side there. Yeah, we got
Yeah.
Northern England and we got Southern England as well. Yeah, so there we go. Can't be back in it. Right. So what are we doing today? I'm gonna click. Hang on. I'm just gonna find. I was just gonna.
I have to tell you, folks,
The
that
comments in
up
there.
until 2 minutes ago, we had no idea what he was doing.
Well, 3 because I did then because I said I don't know what I'll do. I'll go and
Yeah.
get a piece of rippled maple, and I'll make a little dish or a bowl or something.
You're going to get that right one of
This
these
is
days.
Terry. In 10 minutes, he won't have a clue what he's doing anyway. So,
So I thought I'll get that because I haven't turned any bowls
Yeah.
lately. It's all been boxes, boxes, and more boxes. But I've got to do something else now. So
We'll
I
have
thought
to
I'd
keep
make
reminding
this
him.
today. Make that and see how we get on.
Well,
Brian says he wants an OG
January,
share.
Terry. Since
January, was it?
Terry, you've made a cannon and a half a dozen boxes.
Oh yeah, I made a cannon, didn't I? And everybody see my cannon? Can make another one, I suppose. This could be the wheel of it, couldn't it?
you can
I
make
can't
another
do it.
cannon because Ruth would be delighted to have another cannon.
You would.
She's only got
3 shy.
she's only got 2 now, a brass one and a what's the name one? Right, maybe if I switch that lamp on, that might help. Hang on, let's have a look. Dink. Look at that. Hey, okay, team. Here we go.
Perfection.
Super.
That's it. Right, I'll start roughing this down. We're not roughing this, smoothing it out. And somebody can read out who's daft enough to come in and see me turn today. I'll take my time.
Okay, then. I suppose I could do that
Go on then, Brian.
if I have to.
You do.
Right, let's see who was first then. If I can get this thing to go right to the top of the page. According to that, Shane Hurst was first. So we have Mr. Shane Hurst. Good evening, Shane. And Michelle is in. Val from Tackle Turning.
Wow.
Mike, you from Ilminster. Grandma Ruth, she was in. Hi, Ruth. The food's not too bad, actually. Thank you very much. It is improving. Fingers crossed. Who else? Anybody else? Oh, William Kenny's here, but you've already met him. When the Woodturner's in.
There you Wayne.
Colin Izzard is in. He says, good evening, everyone. Good evening to you, sir. Malcolm Douglas is in. I'm taking my time because Terry has to slow down a wee bit. Susie, the Swiss Woodturner, says, good evening, everybody. Good evening to you.
So that be round.
Did I say Colin Izzard was in? Did I say Colin Izzard? I've forgotten
You
already
did say
who I've
Colin,
said.
yeah.
I think you did, yeah.
Terry Bartlett says, evening, Terry, from Plymouth Woodturners.
Evening, Toe. Right, mate.
It's your old mate, isn't it? Roy the boy is in.
He is.
Good evening,
Fellow
Roy.
tutor is Terry. Fellow tutor.
He is a fellow badge. Mike Evans, evening, everyone. Wet here again, he says, in Somerset. Can't do a Somerset accent. Sorry, Mike. Who else? Paul Tooten, the Grisby Turner. Oh, my chat just took a huge jump there. I get back down again. Get back down now. Rob from Klingspor is in. Roger Kent. I'm near the bottom yet. Alex Woodenthings is in. Todd at Glen Cove. Barry Chitty. Oh, Susie has a question for you. Ready, Terry?
Get on, Susie.
Terry, by having this piece of wood this way around, are you not going to turn away most of that lovely dark brown wood?
I'm hoping I'm not, because this is the
Outside.
back end.
This is the
The
bottom
inside.
of it, so
It's the bottom, isn't it? So it should not be, because that is going to be Hang on, I'll go there as well. Like you can see that it comes up here. So I should dish the
So
middle
you
out.
should- whoa,
So I should
that
keep
should
some
be
of
fine.
this.
Yeah.
If I don't, wow, who cares?
Bit of bad luck. Jennifer
bit of wood,
Craft
innit?
Creations has just joined us as well.
Doing a bit of
Good evening,
wood,
Jennifer.
Susie.
Hi, Jennifer.
Size is out then. That's got to be that size there. Oh,
So currently we have 38 people watching.
well
on
done,
my
people. Thank you
channel.
so much for coming in and watching me at work. Well, not work. Me at pleasure.
Terry, play.
Terry at play.
Hmm. When do you think this idea?
I hope all the people in the UK that have got mothers remembered. It's Mother's Day today.
Indeed.
I
Oh,
do.
yeah,
I went
go
out today.
Baldwin.
My daughter took Ruth and I out for lunch. Very posh restaurant. Very nice. of
Well,
us too.
really, to be truthful, Terry, they took Ruth out and you just tagged along.
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah.
stay here. I said to her, "You carry on. I'll stop here." Oh no, we want you to come with us. All
He
right.
said, it's
I'm
bring
nice
your credit
food
card.
and we're paying, so Terry said, yeah, all right then.
I was quite. Yeah. She said,
Can't
"Yeah."
go
well,
without
yeah.
me, he says.
No, that's quite. I was quite happy to not to. but
Andrew is in. Andrew from AGK Woodworks.
Andrew.
Hey, Andrew. Welcome
Good
along,
Evening,
buddy.
Andrew. Roy the boy says, you missed my question.
Nobody likes
Okay.
you, Roy.
It's
That's
in
why.
Roy
Here
Boy's
I go.
questions.
Here we go.
Where is he?
Scroll back for 3 hours to find a question from Roy the boy. He's too lazy to put in setting time.
Actually, that might do it. Time I get in sideways.
It
Yeah,
says,
nobody's
question,
worried.
question.
Brian.
How do you mean fellow tutor? I presume it's what do you mean fellow tutor?
Oh, what do
Oh,
you mean,
sorry,
fellow
Roy.
tutor?
Terry B's also got a badge.
Terry and
Where is it?
Terry
There
and
it is.
Terry.
There it is. There it is. Oh, there it is.
Uh,
Hey, approved tutor.
Terry
also
got
PWTV
a badge.
approved tutor.
Pete's also got one as well.
I got a
He don't tell
question.
you, but
How come your smoke is covered in dust apart from the badge?
because I
'Cause
polish it every night.
It's dust resistant.
shines it
Dust
up.
resistant.
Thank you, Rob. Appreciate that.
Hang on, let me get it. No, the reason I got that, whoever was asking, Roy.
Roy the boy.
Well, you probably may not know Roy. But Terry Bartlett and I used to teach every Wednesday in the Plymouth Woodturners Club. We used to have 5 lays going, 5 students, and we do different courses when I was a member of said club down in Plymouth when I lived there. And there's 5 of us, and we all thought that it wouldn't be fair to teach them if we weren't approved by the AWGB, which is, as is.
Wouldn't be insured either.
Won't be insured either. Now, do I leave that as that and turn this as the
Lucy's
outside
joined
bow,
us.
or
Good
turn
evening,
that as
Lucy.
the
Lucy.
inside bow? Just
And
trying
Stephen
to
the
think now.
Woodwood is in.
Yeah, Stephen's in, yeah.
He
Right,
has
so
a
that's that.
Sorry.
Question. What
Stephen,
colour are you going to
Stephen.
paint it?
Hey,
What colour are you
What
going to paint it?
what do you suggest? Now then, if I
Well,
use this as the
that
outside,
was
hang on, let me
Stephen.
think about this. Susie had a good point, so I'm going to think about this. If that's going to be my ding, 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 ding. What shape? You wanted an OG shape, Brian, didn't you?
Yes, OG in the bottom, yep.
So if that's
Nice.
the inside, it comes down like that.
Oh no, you go draws a pen. You go draw. Oh, it's got...
Like that.
Well, if you do that, it's not going to be much bowl left, is there?
No, not here, but on the outside. See, but if then this would be the inside. This would be the
I'm
inside.
confused.
But if I do it the other way, it goes like that. So which will I keep the most?
I'm confused.
Right. So
Confucius.
Yeah, that was the first
currently you reversed it without shaping it.
Yeah, I've reversed it to see which would be. It doesn't matter which way I go. I can shape it either side.
You have a recess there on both sides anyway. you can
Yeah, I
change
got a
it around,
recess
can't
there,
you?
and I got a tenon on that side. Doesn't matter.
So
But if I now
back round
make
the other way.
if I know this would be the inside.
Yeah.
If
so
I do
you
it
cut
like
away the
that.
white wood and it should leave
So
that
I'll
brown
cut away
stripe
the
in
way
bottom
which
of it.
that's what I'm hoping. Yeah, that's the way it's going to work.
Good
That's the way
idea,
it's going to
Terry.
work.
Tez has
Confusing
joined
me now,
us.
Susie.
That has to be the inside now. Is that a worm screw all in it?
No, it's just a.
It's not.
Where are we? There we are. There, just a.
Oh,
I just put a thing in there. You know.
Force a
Tez
bit, won't
Johnson's joined us,
Force a
as
bit.
has Dances with Aardvarks.
Cool. Thanks for coming on board, everybody. Right.
And did you hear
OG1
me telling
Kenobi,
you
then, is
that-
it?
Did you hear me telling you that Lucy was in?
No. Hello, Lucy. Looby Loo. How are you? Puts back calipers so I don't lose him. Just like the spanner. Right. OG. Right. There we are. Let's get a little fit on there first.
That was the A-Team team tune.
It won't be very long, big foot, but it's a small bowl. Start nibbling away.
Oh, Stephen wants you to do a little bit more than you're proposing there, Terry. He says, why don't you do a nice OG shape with flutes and piercing and maybe some pyrography?
I could do.
But you're
You
not
want me
going
to? If you want me to. But all in half an hour,
Well, you got an hour and a half.
This gauge is getting blunt.
Well,
Needs a
sharpen
sharp.
it, Terry.
Yeah.
What is it you're always shouting at me? If you think it's short, blunt it is.
Nice bit of timber.
Lovely bit of timber.
Mm-hmm. Cotton well.
I'll show you that. Show you the shape. You want to see the shape when you.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose we could, yeah.
Alex, a wooden thing showing up again. He says, I'm off on holiday tomorrow. 2-week cruise around the Canaries.
yeah, nice one,
Islands,
Alex.
that is. And Todd from Glasgow says, that sounds awesome. And he's right, it does. Only I don't fancy a cruise.
No, it doesn't appeal to me either.
No. James Crawford just joined us. Good evening, James.
Hey,
There's a bit of
James.
ripple in that there.
It is, looks
Ripple
good.
in that.
Oh,
I
we
don't
might
know
not
how far
be
I
painting this. We may not be painting this then.
I don't know how far I want to take this back. Actually,
You
Looking at that.
need less of a foot than that, I think.
I know. I
Yeah,
do, but
bung another curve in there, that'd be fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
another curve. Oh,
Yep.
That blade's getting blunt a bit, I think. So
Oh, sharpen it.
no, just use another one.
Well, let's see if you're living on a peach theory then. If you've got tools, you might as well use them all.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you've got to use all your tools all the time.
Or as many as possible in every tongue.
Yep.
And Ted says he's going to the Med in 4 weeks' time. Ooh. Is that
Nice
the
one.
medical doctor or the Mediterranean?
I think it's the Mediterranean.
The
Yeah,
only
I've got
Med I'll
holidays
be
coming
going
up,
to is
I've
to
got
see the
plans to
medic.
sort out.
See, I'm starting to lose that now.
No, stop.
We have an overhead.
Did you
Yeah.
make did you make the foot a little bit smaller then?
I did. It's now
Hmm.
3 inches instead of 4 inches.
So what happened to my OG shape then?
Well, I quite like that shape.
You've kind of lost the
Right.
OG shape a bit.
All right, I'll go in a bit more.
A bit more in there, aye. Alan Gibbs joined us. Good evening, Alan.
Oh, yeah, Alan.
And Peter Kelly.
Hey, Peter.
Peter.
Good evening.
I heard Michelle shouting from the sitting room there, but I don't know what she shouted. And Alan Gibb just put hi all in the chat, and that'll not do. Oh no, Paul Kavanagh's in, but he's not in the shed.
Hey, Paul.
Why? Why is he not in the shed?
Woody's got it right. Cruises, a floating petri dish with people you may not like. A
But
virus
it's still
cruise.
still good fun.
No.
When they make a 20-mile long cruise ship, anchor one end in Dover and the other end in France, I'll drive across
That's
it.
a better shape now, Terry. I like that, Terry.
Yeah, I thought you would. That's what I did it for, Brian.
I'm liking that now.
So you could
Yeah,
like
that's
it.
looking good.
Don't take any more off that edge now.
No, I'm just going to take a little bit off here and clean that up, I think.
Nice finishing cut now.
I don't know if I can with this gauge. It's not that sharp for some reason.
Sharpen the. Do I have to come over there?
It's just
Right.
been sharpened.
Nip out to the shed and give him a good slap, Ruth, will you?
Or sharpen the tool for him.
You know the
Or if
rules,
he's-
Brian. Any affection's better than none.
Oh, this is true, yeah.
Oh, and I'm only going, not turning very fast because I thought I'll turn it slowly. That way. I won't have to worry too much. Right, that'll do for that. Let's have a look.
Well, if you turn it slowly, it's just liable to hit the floor rather than hit your head.
I could turn it
That
a bit
looks nice,
quicker
that
now,
nice
actually.
brown piece of wood sticking on the side.
Turn it a bit quicker.
Yeah, it ain't got much more though.
Pick the cut up and just drift it along out there. That.
Todd from Glen Cove is asking, Ruth, have you decided when you're going to give Terry his spanner back?
No, she isn't.
The spanner
Giving
is
it
still
back.
lost, by the way.
He'll get it back the next day. He's bald.
Terry
Yeah,
hasn't
Across the
earned
back
it
of the
yet.
neck.
I'm earned it yet. I've got to earn the spanner. I don't know how I'm going to do that, of course.
Yeah.
Look for some glass paper here.
I think William has the right idea. The next day you're bold or bad, you'll get the spanner back.
Oh, no, she
Yeah.
loves me, really.
You
You'll
could
be wearing it.
it.
She loves me, really.
See,
She
Ruth
loves
has
me.
replied that you can have your spanner back when you take her out and buy her a decent meal.
Oh, that's never going to happen.
Good job of- Good job I've ordered a new spanner.
Yeah. No,
You cheap sod.
Put it like this: a spanner's not as expensive as taking Ruth out. So,
I don't know. Ruth told me she was a cheap date one time.
she is
She would need to
very
be
cheap. Very
to
cheap is
be,
our Ruth.
to be stuck with you for a long time.
Hey, cheapy toad. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna pull this up, and I forgot that. Get some hair in there. There we are. Switch it
Norman
on.
Greenwell then. Good evening, Norman Greenwell.
Come on.
Hey, Norman.
Lucy has said, Ruth, has he still not taken you for a decent meal yet? Shame on
No.
you, Terry.
Well, she'll get used to it, and then I'll be in trouble. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Ruth had to buy the meal at Newark.
I know.
She
Shocking.
did actually. She
Bad-
enjoys
bad
doing
man,
things
man.
like that. She likes to please me.
Yeah.
She
Dream on,
What
just
do you
doesn't
make?
like to go hungry.
dream on,
Ah,
big
there
lad.
is that as well.
Don't be sanding that too much. It's not that big of a bowl.
No, it's all right. There, look at that. Lovely, isn't it?
Jubbly. Overhead again.
Get the little rough bits off. And so it doesn't interfere. Right, change that.
What do you mean rough bits, Terry? They're
Rough
fuzzies.
edges.
No, they're
Fuzzies.
fuzzies.
Well, I don't know what the Irish call them.
You have to get
Furry
rid of the
bits.
fuzzies.
Rough bits.
No, fuzzies.
Rough bits.
I'll get you educated yet.
I've got any 120 or have I got any 120 or something? If not, I've got to go where? Cut some more. 180. Oh.
Stephen the Wood did says, if you buy me a meal, Terry, I'll post you a spanner.
Oh, yeah, I know you were. I couldn't afford to take you out, Stephen. That's trouble.
Talking about
No, that's not
posting.
one. Right, I've got to go and get another piece over here.
Sometime it's towards the end of last year,
Yeah.
Brian bought himself a brand new spindle gouge, which he still hasn't put a handle on.
Wasn't
Yeah,
spindle
see?
gauge, Pete? No, let's get it right now.
His excuse was
what-
that he didn't have a ferrule.
That's right, I didn't.
So I've now posted him a ferrule.
Yeah.
So by the end of next week, You better have a handle on that gauge.
He won't have, you know that.
It's a 1/2 inch spindle gauge. I'll
You know
I'll-
he
I'll
won't put
tell you
a
what
handle
I'll
on
do,
it.
Pete. I'll tell you what I'll do, Pete. I'll do a live on Tuesday lunchtime or something and make a handle. How about that?
Good on you.
What's a
Ivy
pint of
Woodfed has
piece of wood?
just joined us. Hi, Ivy.
Whenever they're alive.
Can't use that excuse, Brian.
Why not?
You do it as a live. You've got to think of things to do for a live. You can't just go using other people's ideas for lives.
Why not? If Pete
course you
sends me
can.
a ferrule and it arrives,
It's
I'll make a
cheating.
live. I'll do a live that day and make it. There you go.
That's cheating.
Me cheat? Don't
Me?
you stop.
Never cheated in my life.
Me neither.
Always come up with brilliant ideas of my own. Nearly there. What we got now? What was that? On 240. I'm looking for. Come on, Brian. Where did you put it?
Benjamin's
There it
in.
is.
Stand by your beds.
Oh, Ben.
Hey, Ben.
Nice to see you woke up.
The would says, what? No handle? Ryan will come and take your left hostage until it's made. Well,
Yeah,
take
now
my
you
left
may
hostage,
make it.
How am I going to make it? Mick Jew says, good evening, everyone. Hi, evening, Mick.
Mick.
Hi, Mick.
What I want to know is, where is Mike Walt? He should have been in here.
Oh, I want
Going to have
No,
to have words with that
he's
boy.
working early tomorrow, isn't he?
Yeah, but he could have
Is he?
watched.
Nah, he's a miserable.
Mind you,
soul.
Mike's really old. He has to go to bed early nowadays.
Yeah, you got to go to bed early. Right.
Needs
No,
his
no, no.
sleep.
I want a nice finish on that there. I'll lose.
He has to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to practice scaring bus passengers.
Yeah, to practice the look in the mirror.
I'm just trying to imagine hopping on a bus and seeing Mike Walt behind the steering
I know,
wheel.
eh? Like, oh, jeez.
Oh,
getting off.
Christ.
Yeah, he's in a completely different part of the country to me, but I take taxis just in case.
Really nice finish on that bit there, just there. That'll do. So I should have a little foot on that at a later date. Sandy Sealer. Right.
Something just went pop in my ear. I wonder what that was.
Your brain, I expect, is just
I
busted.
think we're going a wax finish on this one because it's a perfect circle.
A what?
A wax finish for a perfect circle.
Yeah. Could have wax, can we?
You sure we're not
slots in
going to
it.
colour this? I mean, it's not that nice a piece of wood, is it?
I'm going to Yorkshire Grid it now. No, I'm not going to colour it.
Okay.
Nice. What do I want to colour
Ian
it
in the
for?
shed has joined us. Good evening, Ian.
Hi,
For
Ian.
on with the shed.
It's lovely, look. What do I want to colour
Now,
this
what
for?
I want to know is Ian actually in his shed or is he in the house?
Ah, well, that's
pretending he's in
debatable,
the
isn't it? Ian in the shed
I
is
want-
not in the shed.
Maybe you got a shed in the house. Yeah.
Maybe
Oh,
he got a
no,
shed in
that's
the
a
house.
possibility too. Like one of those little Wendy house things.
Yeah.
Little Wendy
Just in the
shed.
corner. Yeah. I don't know how big Ian is. Of
Well,
course,
that'd
he
be
could
Wendy in the
6
shed,
foot
wouldn't it?
For all I know.
Let that dry. Yorkshire Grit. Another bit of paper. Cool.
Oh,
This
Robert
wasted some
Rockwood has a
paper doing
question.
this.
Are you listening?
Robert.
Robert has a question. What plastic pipe do you use to practice thread chasing?
I don't. I use wood.
Just if
You use
buy,
ordinary plastic pipe, drain pipe, I do.
Yeah, drain pipe. The PVC waste pipe is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at the it's inch and a quarter, inch and a half, is it? Waste pipe.
No, I use anything, you know. And
Yeah,
you like,
whichever one you get.
But that's cheap.
It's like 3 meters for a couple of quid, and you can
Yeah.
you can learn
You
a
can
lot by
use
the time you threaded the 3 meters of stuff.
yeah.
Mhm. So Ian in the shed says, I've just left the shed. I'm currently editing a video. Good man.
Ah,
Paul Carden says, folks, where's the best place to get meths? Bear in mind, he's in Northern Ireland.
no, I don't know.
I'll buy mine from Amazon, Paul.
By the gallon.
By the gallon, is right.
Well, then you can go up to Paul and take him some methylated spirits.
Can't you buy it in the DIY shops over there?
I'm sure you
Most
can.
hardware
but-
sell it, yeah.
I would have thought you could. Come on. Not
I'll
that.
tell you where you could go. Jackie Brown's and Malin the Hinch, Paul.
They're not that behind, are they, in life?
No,
We
you're
don't know. I
getting
mean,
Jackie Brown.
it's banned in California, so they can't buy it. But yeah, I didn't think there was any problem in Ireland.
Is it banned in California because they drink it or something silly?
They ban
Well,
everything
they
in
ban all sorts of
California.
things in California for whatever reason.
Mm.
But of course, they don't call it mess anyway. But denatured alcohol over there.
Yeah, denatured
Yeah.
alcohol. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul says we can get it, but it's just stupid expensive.
Oh.
Eden Shed says, I'm only 5'5", Brian, so only need a little shed for me. It's the tools that need a bigger shed.
That's true.
Yes,
That's a
true.
man up from my own heart. Build a new shed. I need more tools.
Yeah, it's a vicious circle, isn't it?
Paul Kavanagh says, Brian could bring me some.
Yes,
Then
what I
you
thought.
need to bring some cleaning stuff as well. Would you need to borrow my Hoover to get into that shed of yours, Paul? Come to think about it, Paul, has there been any progress of the shed being kind of tidied up, or am I just wishful
No.
thinking?
He just tries to humour you, Brian. He don't actually tidy it.
Wishful thinking. Makes a space in the floor every now and again, takes a picture and sends it to me, and
Yeah.
instantly puts the stuff all back again.
Look at that.
Shiny,
Shiny.
shiny.
And I'm keeping the billboard in the middle, Susie.
That's a nice bit of figurine.
Greenhaven Creations has just joined us. Good evening.
Good evening. Hampshire Sheen. Gloss finishing wax or
No.
microcrystalline?
Microcrystalline. It's going to be handled a lot. Paul Kavanagh says it was sort of tidied.
Means
Well,
I've got to go to the
Paul's-
cupboard.
Paul's sort of tidy and my idea of tidy is two different things completely. And then he said I made stuff and it got messy again.
Ah.
As it does.
Oh, you
Store
make stuff
60
every
has
day,
just
William.
joined us.
You
Oh,
make
huh?
stuff every day, William.
Yeah, most
And
days.
your shed is tidy.
To
William
a certain
Screwdriver.
degree, yeah. Yeah.
No, it's tidy.
If you want to read the back
I
of
don't-
my Hampshire Sheen,
Yeah.
it says
I've an illness though, Brian.
carnauba and microcrystalline waxes blended to create the hardest wearing, brightest fingerprint and splash-proof resistant finish.
There you go.
Now,
Look at
my
that.
theory is when you make a cocktail of two waxes, then the melting point comes somewhere between
Smells
the
nice.
two melting points.
Smells nice. Bit of microcrystalline then this time. Smells lovely. Oh, nice new can.
Paul says I'm trying to get to terms with my SIP dust doofer. If
Dust
you don't know what a doofer is, that's the item that has no name, a doofer. I hoped it would double as a vacuum, but I'm not sure it sucks enough.
mine
The
does.
SIP dust doofer that you've got is a chip collector. It's designed for picking up big bits
Ah.
that come off a bandsaw or something, some such.
Yeah.
It's not much of a vacuum.
Mine
It's
vacuums
low.
the floor quite nicely, but it is a 2.5 horsepower one. So
Yeah, aye, it's a
Yeah.
brute.
Yeah,
gotta have
that has
You got to have a
plenty
big
of,
one.
plenty of horsepower.
But
Right.
they're not really
Shine, baby,
designed as a
shine.
vacuum.
the trick to using a dust collector, or sorry, a chip collector, is it's high volume, low pressure. So you
Right.
must not step down the hose size.
Yeah.
If you take the hose size
Right.
down, then
It doesn't speed the
just
pressure
stops
up, it just
working.
takes less.
Yeah, that's
It
it.
stops
Yeah.
working.
Just takes less air in. Is all it does.
A workshop vac is the best way to go.
The
Just for
workshop
general
vacuum
cleaning up
is
around the floor.
best thing ever.
Yeah.
Yep.
Little
but-
workshop back.
I
It's
remember
the best
some of
option.
them as
Not
well,
that I'd
but
spent.
then I've got to empty it. If I use the dust extractor as my vacuum, then it goes straight in the bin. I put the bin out every couple of weeks.
That looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Jennifer's asking, am I doing a live on Thursday afternoon as we're doing a little half-hour live draw as a result of their £500 giveaway? You work away, Jennifer. What time you intend to do it?
Don't you give Brian any excuse not to do anything, Jennifer.
No, Brian does Thursday evenings anyway.
Yes, of course he does.
Correct.
He might be doing a live making a
This
tool handle.
Thursday evening, with a bit of luck, might be a tool handle.
Oh no, that's laziness. That's just height of laziness. That is the height of laziness.
Terry, if he gets a bloody handle on that tool, then it'd be worth it.
I don't even have to think about what I'm doing this week. It's fabulous. Just handed to me on a plate. Love it.
A 10-minute tool handle job.
Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah,
No.
but we all know Brian.
I
He can make
sorry.
it last a good hour and a half.
I can make a tool handle last 2 hours if need be, yes.
I mean,
I can post you a nice tool handle.
Yeah. Can you? Okay.
Yeah.
I've already had that tool handle in my hand, I think.
Oh, you have, yeah.
Yeah,
You
thought so,
can't give
yeah.
that to anyone.
No. We were thinking 1 p.m, Brian. You work away, Jennifer. That'll be excellent. Greenhaven Creation says, Brian, when will we see some resin? I'll show you the resin on Thursday.
my resin tool handle.
No. You're being ridiculous now. Surely.
know.
Are you? Are you not?
Yeah. I am,
Right.
but-
Pencil.
Hey,
Brian?
that cherry handle I turned yesterday.
How wide the
No.
rim do you want, Brian?
Yeah, go slightly wide. Yeah, yeah,
One third of the diameter of the bow.
around there. Perfect.
Yeah, that cherry handle had a
That's
bark inclusion in
that's
it,
it.
which meant I
One-
spent an
one
extra
third
half an
there.
hour filling it and pissing about with it to make it work.
Are you just doing this by ear? You're going to measure it like you usually do.
You just said 1/3.
Okay.
Yeah,
You sure it's a
right.
third now?
It's close.
Question. Terry Bray, did you scarf
right.
all the brie last night?
Yes.
I've been reduced to boiled eggs mashed with salad cream instead.
Who's that?
Ruth?
That's
Yeah.
Ruth.
No, there's Brett's top of the fridge drawer. There's a little bit left.
Aye.
I didn't think
When
you
he says
want
a
some.
little
But
bit. It's the crumbs off the skin he's talking about. You rat bag, Terry. Yeah,
I'm
all
going
the
to have to
brie.
slow this down a bit because I'm going to finish too early, wasn't I? Light
Yeah,
cuts, I think. Don't you?
And Lucy said she lost track of who's live when. Okay, so
Anybody's live
Terry has
anytime.
switched to Sunday evenings. In theory, 3 out of 4. With Mike doing 1
Yeah,
out
Mike
of 4.
wants to do 1 out of 4, doesn't he?
Because Mike's work schedule is allowing him to do 1 Sunday in 4, roughly. So Terry and Mike are kind of sharing the Sunday evening spot.
But Terry's too lazy, like. That's why.
Hey, that's
No,
not true. You know that.
Paul is taking Monday afternoon, Monday lunchtime.
Oh, yep.
Paul
Monday at 1
Finley.
o'clock.
And Brian
Paul
is
Finley would
on
coming at home.
twice a month on Monday evenings. The other 2 he's at Woodturn
And the
360 Club.
360 Club.
Yep.
So he's utterly lazy because he's given up Thursdays as well. He said to me the other day.
No, I'm still doing Thursday evening, Terry.
Only till William starts, you said.
No, he switched from Thursday lunchtime to Thursday evenings.
It is.
Andy H is still doing Tuesday lunchtime.
That's correct.
Mark Gentleman Wood Turner is doing Tuesday evenings, except he's got huge jobs on at the moment, so he can't do anything at the moment because
Not
he's
doing
just too
anything
busy.
like that.
He's
And Wayne the
swamped.
Wood Turner's doing the rest of the week.
Yeah,
Wayne's
basically.
on Wednesday evening.
Friday
Friday.
lunchtime.
Saturday evening, Friday lunchtime, maybe.
I
Might be
thought he
some
was
debate on
anyway. And he's doing Saturday evenings.
Paul Cavan has asked a question.
Yes.
He says, did anyone know who won the rugby at Six Nations Grand Slam yesterday?
I think it's in Welsh, wasn't it? Was it Wales? Can't remember now. Don't follow rugby.
And Grandma Roostube says he's left enough brie to fill a mouse's stomach.
Well, you're always complaining you eat too much, so I'll just won't leave you enough.
The small portion.
Barry of the Wood Creations is in. He says, good evening, everyone. I'm sorry I'm late.
All right.
Don't be sorry, Barry.
Welcome
Don't
along,
worry.
Barry.
Next time, Barry, make sure you're on time.
There's no naughty step here, Barry. We're all right.
But of course, the other thing is, as of next weekend, we get a bit closer to Australian time.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. Clock change next Saturday.
Because we go forward, they've already gone back, I believe. But when we go
Yeah.
forward, then we're 2 hours closer than we were for the winter.
Right.
So there'll be a lot of Australian lives available as well.
Yeah, we don't see them for nearly 8 months, do we? Or whatever, 6 months or whatever.
That's
6
it.
to 8 months.
Winter time, we don't see them.
Yeah. Terrible.
Well, we do.
Shocking.
You see Chris, because Chris is an insomniac. He's stayed up
He
all
don't
night
sleep,
watching
does he?
I don't think he ever sleeps. Him and Amy. Although Amy sometimes has to fall off her perch and go to bed.
So look how deep
Lucy
that
says,
is.
"Can someone send me a list through Messenger? I'm scatty and forget my name sometimes."
Come on, Lucy, buck up.
Lucy, buck up, would you?
Lucy,
Goodness
just
sakes.
subscribe to everybody and click
Yeah.
the
Click
bell
the
next
bell.
to subscribe, and then you'll get told.
Correct. You'll get a ringy dingy. You
I can
found a
sharpen
hole
this
there,
couch.
Terry?
And
Sharpen
I'm
this
now,
couch.
my next live is February 2024.
Have you got a camera on that grinder yet?
I have, but I'm not going to switch it on now. It's too late.
Oh, for goodness sake.
You can't get the style, can you, Brian?
No, he's just hopeless. Oh, goodness. Bone idle, that's all I can say.
That's a noisy bugger, isn't it?
Diamond wheel, or whatever it's called.
It's ringing. CBN wheel.
CBN wheel.
CBN.
Should be all right.
Ah, Todd at Glencoe has a question. How deep do you
Yes,
drill
Todd.
the tying? How deep do you drill for the tying on the handle?
Depending on the tool.
It depends on the device you're doing. The one I did a video of, was it Sunday? I don't know. Saturday, Friday. One day was a skew, and that's
Mhm.
got a tapered tang on it.
Yep.
So I used 3 drill bits. I measured 3 spots, and I put the small drill right to the bottom. Then a medium drill that goes to the middle, and a large drill which just covers the front end of it. I never
Richard-
ever glue my tools to the handle.
I don't either.
Make them tight and tap them on.
Yep.
If they don't go on smooth, then I use a bit of water as a lubricant to get them on
Just to
there. And then
lubricate.
when
Swell
that
the grain a
dries-
bit.
Well, it swells it, but it also softens it. And they'll,
Yeah.
they'll go
Yeah.
in there. You can tap them in, and then when they dry out, they're solid. But to be honest, you don't need a lot. Just look
You
at the
don't.
tool and go with that. It's usually about an inch, inch and a half.
Yeah, 2 inches maximum, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Richard Phelan's joined us. Good evening, Richard.
Hi,
Richard.
Richard. Welcome along, buddy.
Oh. And the Wood Dude wants to know, so who's doing pop-ups then? Well,
Quite a few do pop-ups, didn't they?
Wayne did a couple of pop-up lives last week.
He did, yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
And
Mark did one
depending on...
last week as well.
Yeah.
I'll do one of those in 2025. 6.
I might do one this week, you never know.
I did do a pop-up. I can't remember when it was now. Quite a while back.
Uh-huh. If it was after 9 o'clock, I would answer that, but I'm not gonna.
What was that, Brian?
If it was
If it
after
was
9
after-
o'clock, he'd answer
If it
it.
was after 9 o'clock, I'd answer that.
Well, everybody watching knows what it is anyway. It's only me that doesn't know it.
Well, Paul Carbon says he's ordered his meth. I assume that Amazon will refuse to ship it here. 5 litres for the price of 1 litre out of B&Q. Absolutely, Paul. That's where I get it. It delivers. No.
Perfect.
Be honest,
Ian in
5
the shed
litres
has put in a
lot of
comment.
mess.
He says,
thing
I'm not
about Amazon-
confident enough in my abilities to do a live yet.
Come on, Ian.
says.
Ian.
Get
Ah,
out.
come on, Ian.
We'll all help you, mate.
Well, if you want any help getting set up and started, Ian, and you need a little dry run or practice if you want. I know
Brian
two or
Nick
three
doesn't do
boys who'd
anything
be
else,
happy.
so
I know
he's quite
2 or
happy.
3 boys who'd be happy
yeah,
to
we'll all get you there.
Totally, yeah.
give you a
We
hand
will
with
all
that
get
one.
you there, Ian. Just get out there and do it.
No bother. You can do a dry run to 3 or 4 of us if you want, just to see how you go.
I'm looking for 120 grit. Where's that gone? Where'd you put it, Brian?
It'd be an
It's
easy thing to do if there wasn't computers involved.
Oh, well, that's the thing, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
for some
It's-
anyway.
Yeah,
Like me.
It's that-
they just confused the hell out of me.
Yeah. Wayne the Woodturner says, I was pleasantly surprised with the amount of people that came into the pop-ups. Yeah, Wayne did 2 last week.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Because you don't know, do you? You just pop up and see what happens, you know. It's
As long as you
great.
get a notification, you can pop in, but that's why you need to hit the bell next to the subscribe button, because if Wayne or anybody else does a pop-up,
you won't get the pop-up
you
notification.
won't know about it unless you've got that notification as a reminder.
Did we say hello to Greenhaven Creations, guys? Did we? I don't know if
Who?
we did. Good evening, Greenhaven Creations.
Yeah, you did
Welcome
ages
along.
ago, Brian.
Yeah, well,
You're losing it again, Brian.
yeah, I know. It's just, I've never been good with names. My memory's
Bottom's wrong,
terrible.
mate. Bottom's wrong next
Have
to
we
the
have we a
paperclip.
name for that? Is it a channel or?
Greenhaven Creations. No, I haven't got a name for that one. No. Even the
Look at
shed
that. There's
says
something wrong in here.
the live itself, I think, I'm sorry for. It's the abilities on the lathe that I think I struggle with. You couldn't be any worse than me when I first started in. Couldn't be.
Ian, I've been doing this for a couple of years now. As soon as I point at a camera at me, I can't cut anymore. So
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm very same.
Everything
goes to
forgets
pot.
the names of tools and stuff, and
Yeah.
we all do.
There's a bit of tear out there, but it's a weird bit of tear out. I don't know what it is actually. It is just
Punky a bit of wood, is it?
one dot, and it was there all the way down through. I don't know if you can see that.
No, we can't see it.
Can you see that white dot there?
Yeah.
There's a
Maple
white.
can have spots that goes a little velvety in texture, you know, it goes a little fuzzy.
Yeah, and it's just I just can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
Oh, well. How do I stop that then, William? Oh, good sanding, seal it and sand it.
Yeah, I was going to say rub a bit of sanding sealer on it and let it dry and give it a whack then.
You could be right, Wayne. Wayne had just said Brian has always been used to shouting, "Oi, you!"
Always been used to what?
Rather than names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oi, you.
yeah,
Oi, you. Now, where do you think you're going?
Owie.
Stand still, lad. Yeah.
The wood dude says, "No cameras means nicer cuts." Yeah, you're
that's
quite
for
right.
me. That's for sure.
No, I don't worry about it. I
Oh,
don't
you
worry
get,
about the
you
cameras.
get guys like Mike and Wayne and various others who don't seem to notice the cameras are even there. They just get on and do it.
Yeah, I don't notice them.
But
This is funny. Ian the Woodshed says, "I'm editing the video of an off-center bowl I did. It's bound to less than 6 minutes, as they keep cutting out the bits I don't like."
Oh, good on you.
Oh, brilliant, Ian. Brilliant.
He's making a short out of it.
Yeah.
That's got it.
Good man.
That was
Andy
at
says it's all
180.
about the experience. Just go with
240.
it. Don't worry.
Pretty like it. So all you got to remember is if you do it and you don't like it and you get ready to go, you just got to switch it off. And everybody there disappears.
yeah,
That's true. Grandma Tube says,
Son of a
Question.
bitch. They just
"Can I?
disappear.
Can you listen?"
Nope.
Ruth
Go
is
for it.
asking-
I'm all
Ruth
ears,
is
nobody's
asking a
perfect.
question.
Oh, go on.
Ruth is asking a question. You better be listening.
God, bloody hell, woman.
Tonight, I tried to get onto the live using
Yes,
the
dear.
usual things,
Yes, dear.
and in the
Yes, dear.
end, Terry had
Yes,
to
dear.
send me the link. Why
Yes,
is that?
dear. Yes, dear.
I thought maybe because he
Right there.
had changed to Sundays.
Yes, dear.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
it
it.
does happen every now and then that YouTube just doesn't put the link in front of you.
It doesn't play
But
sometimes.
Sometimes people block people.
You wouldn't.
You
Wow.
went there.
Da 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 da. She's too lovely to block. She wouldn't let me in the house.
Lucy says, my problem this evening was the ads. It took 5 attempts to actually get Terry to play. Takes a long time to get Terry
Well,
to play.
that's normal with Terry, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Just to get him up out of the chair.
The problem is, of course, I don't control the ads. I've got no say in it at all. I don't get any money off it. I'm not monetized. Just YouTube just decides to put their ads where they want, and that's a pain in the butt, really. I shouldn't be doing that. No, unless they're willing to pay me, but they don't. So there.
We need to get the subs up, Terry.
No, I'm worried about it.
Terry doesn't care.
People want to
Yeah.
join, they join. If they like it, if they don't, they can come back when they fancy seeing a bit of a laugh. And if they don't like that, they don't come back. That's fine. I don't mind.
Lucy says, Terry.
I
you
enjoy
weren't-
doing this.
Terry. Lucy just said, Terry, you weren't actually actively listening just then.
I
You're
don't
right.
listen.
Never listens. Never.
My what?
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I said.
My right something was what?
No.
What's his active listening thing?
Yeah,
It's,
actively
but-
listening.
It's a button Terry has on his headset. It's called selective hearing.
Yeah.
I have no idea what Lucy thinks about that men actively listen to anything.
Paul
No.
Kavanagh says he's right nipple. Paul.
Paul
Right, Nip.
Kavanagh.
What's wrong with my right nipple?
Jenny Harding has joined us too. Good evening, Jenny.
Oh, good evening,
Hey,
I'm
Jenny.
Jenny.
new to this, and it's taken me about 20 minutes to find you.
Sorry.
Thanks, YouTube.
Hello,
Oh
Jenny.
dear, Jenny. Well, I hope you subscribed. Yeah.
If you press the subscribe button and hit the little bell, it'll tell you
Hit
when
the
I'm on
notification
every
bell.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time.
And anyone
And you'll
else
think-
in that
And you'll
hasn't
think, oh,
subscribed
not
to
that
Terry.
guy again. Not him again. I'm off. At least I know I'm elusive. It took her 20 minutes to find me. Well, I hope you like what you see and what you hear, Jen. That's the answer.
Yeah. Mark of Wood Revolutions is in too.
Hiya, Mark. Wood Revolution. That's a nice one.
Mm-hmm.
Good channel name.
Yeah, Wood Revolutions. Cool.
Jenny says she's done that now. Thanks. I take it she's hit the subscribe and
Yeah.
notification
Jenny.
Good
bell.
on you.
It's always nice to see a new name in the chat.
Mm.
It is.
And
It's quite nice to see some of
normally
the old ones. Well, most of the old ones, you know.
Yeah.
There's
see
exceptions.
most of them.
obviously.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
Stephen the Wood Duke could sort of, you know,
Well, yeah.
take his-
like I said, there's
he
exceptions.
could take his time coming in now and again, but other than that, yeah. Yeah. Right, that's that bit. Let's just give a nice finishing cut on here if I can. There's a bit, yeah. Right.
Greenhaven Creation is asking what speed you're turning at, Terry.
Now it is an 800 and 900 revs per minute there. Reason I'm going too fast now is it's a bit thin there. So if I go too fast, it'll chatter like
Ye-
mad.
You don't really need to be above 1,000 turn the bowl,
No.
unless you're doing some odd, funny shape thing. You need to.
You do need to
And if
be
it
able to
throws
speed-
itself out, it'll start to whip. And then, you know, you're in
Mhm.
trouble then.
Speed is really good when you're cutting spaces.
Yeah.
You're cutting air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then there's less time for you to get the chisel in the wrong place before the wood comes back to into contact again.
If you're doing bits of inclusions and stuff in it, speed is your friend. Usually. Lionel's in. Good evening, Lionel.
Hi, Lionel.
I'm not going to punch through there. I'm just gonna
Stephen the
stick
Wood
it up.
Dude says, you're really bad people, and I'm never going to buy anyone a drink again.
Until Harrogate.
until
Excuse me?
Harrogate."
Excuse me, you didn't buy a last one. You waited for us all to get our drinks. Said, anybody want a drink? We all said
That's
no.
That's funny. Wayne just put in there, Stephen. What do you mean again?
First time would be good.
Stephen of the closed wallet.
Stephen of the closed wallet. Right. Make sure the heads don't cut me. I'll sand that up, and then we'll decide if I'm going to do anything else with it.
You're
you
texturing
are.
that, Ram. I've already
Eh?
told you.
Yeah, I
Yes,
want to sand it
Lionel,
up
it's
there.
tomorrow evening, yep.
What
Lionel
is-
wants to know, is there a 360 meeting tomorrow?
Yeah,
And
tomorrow
there
night.
is.
Yep.
360 meeting with show and tell.
Oh yeah, you got to bring your bits
Show and
tomorrow.
tell, Show and tell, show and tell.
Bring your
Oh,
best
a bit
bits.
fast.
Bring any bit, doesn't really matter.
I
Oh,
can't do that. I'm doing Christmas stuff at the moment, so
Wait, you see the rubbish I'm going to show.
I don't think so.
We've already seen some of it, Brian, so don't worry.
Well, that's true. Yeah. It's all over Facebook, I suppose, huh? Andy the Woodwork
120.
Learner says, Andy
that's
the Woodwork
180.
Learner says, hi all. Terry keeps putting me asleep. Every time I open my eyes, a bit more of that bowl is done.
Well, you say that. Somebody was saying the other day that Terry should read bedtime stories.
Okay, I'm good at that. Once upon a time.
And Market Woods Revolution says it's a Pascal Udette.
Once upon a time, there
discussion
was a
tomorrow.
Woodturner.
It is Brian, yeah.
It is. So there'll be a discussion on that for about half an hour, and then it'll be show and tell.
It's also World Wood Day apparently on the
World
correct,
Wood.
21st.
That's
yeah,
it. Yeah,
it
World
is.
Wood Day. Yeah, somebody said that. Yeah, it was World Wood Day.
Did anyone
And-
have a go at Pascal Udette's work?
No.
Have a try at it?
The only
Haven't
thing
got
is,
a sandblaster.
I was going to, but I couldn't get a sandblaster. Yeah.
Haven't got a sandblaster. It's a nice tech.
The
nice
technique of
technique.
turning thin was useful, but the rest of
Yeah.
it requires specialist
Yeah.
equipment, which
Yeah.
I don't have.
Where are you going to get gear like that? Unless you're in the mechanical trade, you know something.
Well, I
be
mean, you can get the gear.
Well, unless you, well, yeah, but who's going to go out?
Pay for it? But
Who's going to go out and say, I'm just bought this weekend and paid out $2,000 actually, just so I could copy your debts ready? Not likely. Right, what am I doing here then, team? What do you want to see?
Texture on the rim.
Just a bit of texture in the rim. I don't know what to bother. Okay.
and Wayne says Terry talks to himself. He's usually asleep by 10 p.m.
I go to
Yeah.
bed at 10 normally, Ruth and I. Well, she goes to bed at 7:45, but yeah. I wake her up then when I go to bed.
He gets up at 4 in the morning to make the coffee.
I do. She loves a cup of tea at 4 in the morning.
No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't.
She gets one then anyway. She likes
Terry,
it or not.
Terry does a cup of tea at 4 in the morning, and Ruth has to have one because Terry insists.
I'm awake.
I think Ruth's getting woke up by Terry waking him up to get rid of a cup of tea, I think.
Oh no,
That's more
she's
like
the one. She's the one that gets up first for that. Right. So we're knocking that down to about 500 revs, and I'm going to put a little spiral
Spiral.
there. I don't know if you can see that. Can you? Am I not in the way? Am I?
No, you're
Just
not
slip.
in the way.
You're not in a
Some
way,
shame.
but you've got to tell us about the speed and stuff because people who don't know this talk.
What-
Okay,
I
the
was just
speed at
gonna
the moment
say,
is it's 400, between 400 and 500. This is 450 at the moment. Right. What you do is you put it on like that, and you bring it up to where you want to be, and look at your first teeth.
Is that
Right,
the
'cause you could start-
fine-toothed one you're using?
Yeah, don't have it on the angle or straight on. I've actually got it angled. If you see there's a straight, it's angled that way. Where are we? It's angled
See it.
that way. Yeah. You can turn this anywhere you like, and if you turn it that way, you'll just get marks. If you turn it upright, straight up. So I've got it on an angle so that it will follow it across. It should if I do it once, then the second time you do it, it should pick up the same grooves. Well, that's what it's designed to do. It does actually. So angle it in, see where I'm going, make sure I don't want to go right to the edges if I can help it. So I'm gonna put a little ridge on there then.
So Wesley
it-
Hannah's joined us. Good evening, Wesley.
And here we
Hi,
go.
Wesley.
And Grammar RuthTube has dropped you in again, Terry. Terry fell
Yeah.
asleep at 4 o'clock yesterday and woke up at 7 p.m. He told us he was working all day yesterday afternoon, building his new shed up. The
I was.
told.
I
Hey,
was?
You're asleep at 4 o'clock. Ruth said. You've been dropped in it again.
Nah. There we are. Don't know if you can see that. You probably can't see that.
Lewis has just
I'll
joined
turn
us.
that
Hi,
off.
Lewis.
Good evening, Lewis.
Can you see that on the screen? You can't see it on the screen,
Nope.
can you?
You're going to have to put some embellishing wax on it now so as we can see it.
Oh, you're a bunch of.
And Lewis is watching you on the big screen so he can see everything.
Oh, you can see everything. Right, I'll just put a line each side of that, just so as I get.
Everyone is under the weather here and we're all about to crash. Or you're all going
Oh,
to bed.
no.
I take it. Oh dear, that's not good at all, Lewis.
Job to see
See?
where that is.
I bet
Come here,
there's
go
children
ahead, Terry.
involved in that.
Hang on. I'll do the overhead in a minute. Just shouldn't have done that then.
Yes.
Overhead, yeah.
Yeah, because you're using the point of the skew there, aren't you?
Yeah. Make sure I got that right edge. Yeah. Point of the skew. Pick the point.
Sideways on.
Job done. I'm invincible. Right.
Not sure. about that.
What do you want? Embellishing wax? And they said, oh,
Embellishing
God,
wax,
Brian,
yeah.
you're trying to keep me going. Oh, I was going to finish
Yep.
early today.
That's only 5-2. Shut
Hey,
up.
I
get
am.
the
I
bells
am.
going.
I haven't polished
up,
that yet.
shut-
No, have I? I
shut-
haven't polished that.
Shut
I haven't
up and
polished
get
it
the
yet.
bells. Shut up.
Oh, over here in the cupboard. Excuse me for an hour while I try. What colour do you want?
Don't know. I think we'll
Well,
open
there,
up
see,
to
now
chat,
that's
won't we?
right, isn't it?
We'll
I've
open
got to
up to
find
the
them
chat,
now.
I think.
Colour then, chat. I've got to move boxes now to get in because
Lucy has just said, we always have Terry on the big screen. And Wayne has replied, Lucy, you need him on the big screen so as you can see him.
Markety. Markety.
That's a real
You wait till I
problem.
see you. Clasper, you wait. Just wait.
Ian the Shed says he wants purple wax.
Hang on. Just hang on, will you? I'm busy here. Trying to get him out of the cupboard.
Of course, as Terry's now on Sunday evenings, he's a precursor for Wayne and JP's premieres that'll be coming up
That's
later.
correct, yeah. They are indeed. JP, Wayne first, then JP after, I think, isn't it? Is that the way
Yeah,
it
Wayne
works?
first.
Wayne can stick his link in there if he wants.
Yeah, get it in, Wayne.
I've just got a notification that AJK Woodworks mentioned me in their story.
Ah.
I wonder what that is. Let's have a quick
Silver.
look on Instagram.
Bronze.
Bronze
Hopefully it
or
was a
gold,
promise
Terry?
we mentioned.
Hang on.
Bro-
Black.
Yeah. No, not black. Black's terrible, Terry.
Pink.
Put the
No.
black back in the drawer.
Blue.
And the pink.
White. Hold on, white, will we? Gold.
Susie thinks bronze is the.
Yeah, I
Green.
think bronze or gold.
Green.
Yeah.
Hang on. One more. No more.
Although
That's it.
shocking pink might be nice.
That's your choice. Choices.
Good dude says pink. Grammar Richie says, Green Heaven says bronze. Ruth says bronze. Jenny Harding says bronze. Bronze is the.
So we're
winning
taking away
colour.
that one, and that one
Eden
and
says
that one.
bronze.
so far because we only
We've
got
had-
these spoken about. Put that back in the cupboard.
We've had pink mentioned twice. Jennifer says bronze. Brian with the Y is in.
Hey, Brian.
Nobody
Evening,
said
Brian.
green. Nobody said gold.
green, no. No.
Bronze or pink.
Brian, yeah, William said gold.
Which one then?
It's going to
go
have
for
to be
bronze.
bronze, I think.
Bronze.
Right.
Bronze is in the majority.
Bronze is the color. Now
Wayne
you do
has put
this.
his link in there. Wayne is on at 10:30, and if you
Hold
watch
on,
Wayne
Wayne.
at 10:30, then you'll get the link to JP, which is
That's right.
11-ish, something like that.
No, I haven't put any. What's the name on there yet? Sealer.
Well, you better had.
Better do it first, didn't I?
Oh, you better had.
And take the
I didn't
fuzzies
put any on.
off.
Yeah, I will.
And make sure there's no fuzzies left on it.
I'll get the sealer there. I'll put that there ready. Get a piece of 400.
Fuzzies.
What? Whack the fuzzies off. Where are we?
Let's get rid of the fuzzies.
Where's the 400? Oh, where'd I put that? Come on, you lot. Keep up.
Yeah,
That's
we're fine.
400. And that's
You're
240.
going-
Don't want that.
You're going to change cameras again, by the way.
No, I'm going to find me 400 first. 240. Don't want that.
Wayne just shouted,
That's what-
"Camera!"
That's for Wayne. Right, still finding.
There we go.
Still looking for 400. Oh, I've got to go and cut another piece. It's driving me mad.
Going to have to relinquish camera control to the staff.
I
Oh,
think he is.
I thought of that, and I thought, look, if I get Oosby, I mean, Pete, maybe I could
Oi,
live
oi,
with that, but
oi.
Oosby, Pete, Brian, you got to be kidding me.
Do you know what? Did you know my first name was Brian? Did you?
Yeah, we can give in, blinking.
We'll start using it, Bray.
Oosby, shut your mouth.
Yeah,
Defuzzleize it.
Defuzzle. Yeah.
That's done. What am I looking for now? Brush.
That was quick.
No, Andy, you don't wax before sealing. Always good to seal before you wax. I have to say.
Wax counts as a paint style
Yes.
surface system.
Yeah, yeah.
Anything that's on the surface, you want to seal it first. If it's supposed to soak into the wood, you don't want to seal it first.
And you don't want the wax to stay to get into all of the grain. As I found out when I used
Oh,
black.
yeah, I was going to say you did that, didn't you? And it went everywhere, didn't it? Terrible
The
it was.
whole piece was just black. It was a mess. I'd turn it back off. I made that mistake. So as Wayne has just said there, seal before wax. Or if you don't, you'll be turning it back off again.
As Brian's demonstrated on a few occasions.
Yep.
Few occasions.
I'm good with wax.
Actually, Brian's demonstrated that even when you seal before the wax, you
You
have to turn it off.
still get to turn it off afterwards.
That's true. This is true, of course, yeah.
warm that
not
seal
what
up.
I'm not what you call professional level waxing.
I'll warm that seal up. Out of there. Dry it out. Right, check for defuzzes. Oh, smooth as a baby's. I don't want to call it.
There we go. No fuzzies left. The fuzzies are all gone.
Right, what am I looking for now? Oh,
Jen-
bronze.
Jenny Harding is quite excited that you chose bronze, Terry, because she suggested it.
Thank you, Jenny.
She said, "Yay!"
Thank you, Jenny. Bronze. That's the colour. Bronze is the colour. Move that out of the way.
I think it was the closest colour to match the little colour in the centre of the bowl.
Yeah, in the middle. Mm.
You're right, William. Green Heaven Creation says, I have learnt a lot from mistakes, mostly my own.
Yeah, we've all got a badge for
That's
that.
true for all of us, to be honest.
We've all got badges for that. You're quite right, William.
That's the best about Just Own videos.
Yeah, you can cut out the mistakes. Oh, look at this. Look how delicately he's putting this on.
Oh, now you can see the texturing.
See that now?
Yeah, that was there. No, I still can't see it. But no matter.
Well, if your
Let me
eyes.
put that at full screen. Oh my God. Yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah, Brian normally watches Terry with the chat covering Terry's picture completely.
Yeah, because you know what he's like.
Usually.
You know what he's like.
Grandma Roostube says, Brian, don't you let that Terry bully you.
Oh,
There's zero chance of that. Zero chance. Woody wants to know.
So, but you know, Stephanie.
He wants to know, what is the best finger to use when applying wax?
I can answer that.
The longest one is mine.
Terry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Terry's.
It's the middle one because it keeps your rest of your fingers away from the work.
Oh, God, I don't.
They just don't reach.
I have a good tip for anybody that's using super glue.
Snooker
Never
glue.
glue yourself to anything you can't pick up and carry.
Like a toilet seat or something, you know? That's what you're talking about now.
Andy the Woodward Learner says, I learn from Brian's mistakes easier as I make too many myself. Oh dear. Good Andy.
There, look at that.
It's easier watching someone else make them.
Yeah,
Make
it
'em,
is.
yeah.
It's not so painful when somebody else makes it. I just don't care.
Jenny
This
said, the wood dude has a sense of humour.
He has.
Yeah,
He does. He does. Yeah.
He's also a pain in the backside if you meet him.
Yeah, that's true. And apparently miserable too, because he never buys a drink.
No, he don't. No, never buys anything.
Des Johnson says, I don't make mistakes, but I do have a
You have
lot of design
Happy
changes."
little accidents, you have.
Yeah.
You make happy
Wait,
little
and-
accidents.
And Wayne has just said happy little accidents. Yeah,
That's it.
design
That's
changes are
part of the process.
yeah part
Part
of
of
the
the
process.
process.
Yeah, it's all part of the process until you get a commission to make a particular shape of a
Yeah.
particular size.
And it goes
Yeah.
wrong.
There's no room for mistakes.
What is Andy's? What is this that thing AGK has tagged me in?
Right, folk, this is coming up now to 1500 revs. The reason I'm going to do that is I just want to touch it so it doesn't take it out, but it cleans it off where it is other than where I want it.
Taking it off the surface, leaving it in the texture.
Yeah.
Well, I think the thing that Andy has tagged me in is how thin can you go? Challenge. How long ago was that?
That was years
That
ago,
was
wasn't it?
That was in
Thin?
July. I don't do thin. I tried the whole thin thing. It
They are.
exploded as we got halfway down.
Does that look all right?
Robert Brockwood said it's a bloody madhouse in here.
Yeah, it is. That's that bit done.
That's
Ian?
looking nice. Yeah.
That looks lovely. Now Terry, remember that was my design choice now. Actually, you remember that?
Just somebody shut him up.
Oh,
I just want you to know that it was my choice. Do you like that, Ruth? That's what I want to ask. Did you like
Rosie
that?
Hannah's just said completed his first hollow form yesterday.
Good man.
Did it in 2 pieces
Good
because
man.
the piece of wood was too small to get the swan neck hollow out inside the opening.
Oh,
Ah, right.
2 pieces is often the most sensible way of achieving a hollow form.
Why can't I find what
hide
I'm
the
looking
join.
for? Brian.
Andrew has just said that was last year, Brian. Oh, was it? Okay. I just got a notification about that, Andrew. from Instagram. Andy the Woodward Learner just says that Terry doesn't do thin either. Just have a look at him.
Who said that?
Andy the Woodward Learner.
Just see if I can find a. Where's the blocking bit on this? Where's the blocking bit on
get rid.
this? Get rid of this stupid bloke.
It's the two
Man's
little
an
dots on the right hand side.
Hole. Man's an asshole.
Oh dear, oh God.
Right, now I've got to find that little bit of
That's
where I
funny.
throw that to.
That was funny.
Bit of cloth. Not cloth.
Terry,
Yes. I knew you was going to do that, Pete. I knew it. You said to me,
Exactly.
take as long as you can, Ter, because they like to be lectured to for hours. You said.
it's actually
said,
8
no,
minutes past 8.
we
I'm
can't
thinking
do that,
out
Pete.
of
I said-
time scale today, so
I said we can't do that, Pete. I said we got a specific amount of time. You know, let's not go overboard on it.
oh, you got till Wayne's
Excellent.
premiere. It's 10:30, so you're fine.
Ian in the shed is
Alright.
debating with himself whether to get a hollower or a texturing tool when I'm at Makers, although I probably end up getting both. If the
We'll get both
offers are
then.
any good.
Oh, for
I'll
both
get
of them.
Ian. If you don't come home with both, having said that now,
Don't come home.
just don't be coming home. Right.
Don't be coming home. Take home a book. Don't come
You've
home.
got 2 tools in mind when you're going to Makers, bring them both home. Don't be messing about.
No, I was going to put this on a vacuum chuck, but I can't be bothered.
Oh, too lazy to set
You
it up.
can't put them on a vacuum truck, Terry, because you haven't got the spanner.
I
This is
can.
true.
I can because
Just maybe not get the vacuum truck back
I
off
won't
again.
tighten it right up too much. I've got a mow grips. That's all right.
You could easily make a wooden spanner for taking it off. It would be fine.
I didn't leave a dot either, so it's off center, so I can use that.
Oh,
So I might have to put it on the vacuum chuck.
Nah, you'd be all right. You can guess that.
Just guess it.
It's not that. No,
Yeah,
didn't like it.
Grandma Ruth just put in. Well, if you saw what he had to eat for lunch, no wonder he's rotund.
Hey,
Oh, I love you,
it's
Ruth.
even worse.
That was brilliant.
This is why
Nope.
when you
Can't do it.
Well,
create
light
these
don't like
that.
sevens, you
But
should always
what
put a mark in the middle before you reverse
I did.
it.
Yeah, I had a mark in the middle, but it just unless this one's pushed it off center. Anyway, I'm not using it. That's that.
He in the shed says, I work for the
Coming
NHS,
on.
Brian. I can't afford both. Oops. Oops. Well,
Should get a rich wife or partner then.
what I think you should do then is buy the
And then they
texturing
get it.
tool. You'll have much more fun with that than a hollowing tool.
Yeah.
like mine. I bought one 6 months ago and it still hasn't been out of the package yet.
Yeah, but you bought a whole lot of colours as well, and they're back in the packet. Grandma YouTube just says he's not invincible tonight. Then
Well, I ain't finished yet. Don't you start. You wait till I get
Yeah,
there.
you've got to find a different way around it.
NHS says, no, the wife works for the NHS as well.
Oh,
my
well.
God.
Obviously
just-
not up high enough.
Just a poor choice. You need to choose a rich wife, really, like Terry did.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I married a rich one. I married one with money
Yeah. Yeah.
and a mess about. Said, if you want kids with me, make sure you got money coming in. Okay, she said. That was that.
Tom Tango Parker is in. Good evening. That's nearly quite hard to say that.
It is, isn't it?
Good evening, Tom.
Have you ever been tommed or tangled?
Good evening,
Parkered?
Tom.
TT. I'm just going to call him TTP from now on.
TDP's in.
We're through all
TDP's in.
Tom Tango Parker.
TTP. That rolls off the tongue. TTP. Tom Tango Parker doesn't roll off the tongue just to say.
TT.
would you say,
The
Terry?
owner of
Terry.
Leslie Experience, this is
Ah,
a vacuum truck that Terry's putting on.
Oh, Brian.
He says, Terry
No.
says, Stephen says, would you get a move on? I've got a steak to cook.
I'm going to make sure I'll make sure I'll do this and take so long that you'll get so fed up by the time you go cook your steak, it'll have been rotten.
Right, are you going to explain what this thing is you're putting
I
on?
will in a sec. Hang on.
Mm,
Just got to do this first. Just give it 10 to get away, Brian.
It's a Suckagin chuck.
Suck again, Chuck. Right. This. Hang on. Well,
Tom,
I'll
does that
explain. I got to
record a
go.
lot
I got to
less?
go in and I'll switch my. What's the one sec?
You haven't got the
Compressor.
compressor on. God.
Suck the machine on. Switch the machine on.
He's away into the shed, into
Yeah.
his office, to switch on his.
Compressor. That's on.
Suckagin.
Well, membership of the
Suckagin
Invincible
tea.
Club is under review at the moment, Terry.
Yeah.
Well, that's
there's
fine.
that.
Where are we? Over. All right. Now, this, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, is a vacuum chuck. Okay.
Oh, Mr. G's in. Good evening, Mr. G.
It
Hi, Mr. G.
comprises. I was talking, Brian. Quite. It comprises of a
Right,
vacuum head and,
What?
if you look this way, dink,
Change camera.
and there is a unit with
Vacuum
a pipe
generator.
from the compressor. This blue pipe here, see wiggling around, goes to the end of the lathe. There you see.
Through the head.
Draws a vacuum through there, and it goes and sticks it on. So to enable us to stick it on, because I haven't got center now, because I didn't leave a hole for it. We then
Mhm.
overhead camera. We then unwind this tailstock center. Bit wider.
That's better. There's
We
a
get
horrible blue grain.
our old. We got our old.
Trash bucket on top of the lathe.
Yep.
That's what our the dish got to go on there. So we it's a bit heavy. This we put a tailstock center, 2 Morse taper in the end of there. Screw it in. That becomes that. We then fit it
Into the quill.
into the quill. Move it forward so it goes in properly. Like so. Okay, there we are. Just got to let that vacuum come off. Or not the vacuum, but the what's the name come off a sec. I'll try and get it so that you can actually see it suck it in. I'll move that out of the way. You might see it sucking it. Actually, I'll get my bit of Ruby Clears paper. That might work.
What are you doing now?
It's just good you watch this. You can see the vacuum working.
Landscape rather than portrait, Terry.
But you won't need it landscape or portrait because
There
you can see now I am a little bit. Oh,
Shy.
you can't. Hang on. Yeah, I don't know if I can bring that around so you can see the back of the chuck.
No.
No, you can't see the back of the chuck. Sorry,
Yeah,
but you might see it. You might see it work anyway. Right.
so
Vacuum's
basically
ready.
There's a vacuum coming through the headstock
I'll wind it up slowly.
to a suction cup.
So now I'll wind this up to the suction cup, right, until it's almost touching. There, I'll switch on the vacuum. That's now drawing a vacuum. And I'll wind that up a bit until I think it's there. And then I take off the chuck.
Wayne is asking, Terry, did you buy the fluting jig at Harrogate? The
No, I
fluting
didn't,
jig.
Wayne. I didn't, Wayne. Did you
Have
want me to?
Have you got one, Wayne?
I think Brian got one.
I have now. But I don't
I was
know how
going to get
use
it, but I had so many other things to buy, Wayne. It was like,
Couldn't carry it.
couldn't.
It's always the next Harrogate.
There we are.
But this is
I
now
need-
held on purely by the vacuum.
By a vacuum only. So I can't go too fast. I can go like 600 revs, 700 revs, a little bowl like this. I can probably go 700. But I can't take too big a cuts because it is a vacuum.
Correct.
So 700
Wayne-
revolutions per minute.
Wayne says he might have a play with his fluting jig on Wednesday. That'll
Oh,
be
well done,
excellent,
Wayne.
Wayne,
That'd be
because
good.
I need to learn how to use mine. So
Yeah.
That'll be
that would
Wednesday
be good.
evening for anybody that wants to tune in and watch that.
Question. Could you use cold jaws at this point to hold the
Yeah.
boat? Yes, you could.
Yeah.
Yes, you could.
Unfortunately, I don't have a set of cold jaws. Couldn't be bothered to buy them.
Cold jaws or a friction plate, or as Terry
Well,
started with a jam chuck. Any of those will work. I would normally be using a friction plate for something like this.
Yeah, me too.
Same as, yeah.
Right, I'm going to see if I can lightly.
The vacuum chuckers, if you're
Cut
doing
this away.
if you had a lot of bolts to finish up like that, the vacuum chuck
Oh, it
chuck's
is.
handy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No doubt. Roy the boy says, question. What is a fluting jig? Watch Wayne's on Wednesday and you'll see.
Yep.
Wednesday evening at 8 p.m. Wayne will be demonstrating the use of a fluting jig. It's a Simon Hope tool, or it's actually a Paul Howard tool.
Yeah, Paul Howard
sold
designed
by,
it.
Simon
Paul
Hope.
Howard's now retired, so
He
Simon Hope, although Paul Howard is still making them for Simon, so.
Yep.
He's semi-retired.
Yeah, I think he may. Simon has got him on a semi-retired retainer. I think.
I think Simon's got him chained to a bench actually, but
Yeah, he may well have. Yeah. Todd says that Jenny, I used cold jaws on a couple of bowl bottoms this week. Yeah, cold
They're
jaws
great
are
to have them, yeah.
perfectly sound for this. Yeah, anything up to 12 inches. What's the other jaws that have the
Longworth, you mean?
removable pegs?
Longworth jaws.
Longworth.
Longworth jaws, yeah.
Longworth work on a spiral so that
Yeah, you kind of clamp the thing back up, don't you?
they're sort of
They swing in and out, don't they, on a
yeah,
cam?
on a cam basis. For some things, they might be quicker and easier to use than cold jaws. I've got cold jaws purely because that's what I bought.
Yep,
But
me too.
they're sort of interchangeable in design. Two different ways of doing the same thing. So the other one is a friction plate, which I use most frequently because it's probably the quickest. The vacuum chuck is another level.
Yeah. Not cheap. Don't get me wrong. It's not cheap. I'm saying it's an easy. If you can afford it, it's great. But if you can't, well, you know,
The wood
There's
is
plenty of
says
other
Brian.
ways to do it.
There's loads, yeah.
lots of other ways.
The wood just says, Brian, the fluting jig is better used on bigger pieces than smaller ones, as I found out on my last piece. Okay, Stephen, I'll bear that in mind. I still have to get a router to fit in it, of course.
I'll do.
Yeah, we did discover at the weekend that Stephen the Wood Dude is not much taller than Terry.
Is he not?
So- no.
Oh.
He's also kind of hobbit-like.
No, I had this impression that Stephen the Wood was a big tall guy.
No. No. Not as good looking as I am, in my opinion. So yeah.
Well, in your opinion, Terry, nobody's better looking than you.
You can shut up.
The woodwork learner says that's a nice piece of wood, that, Terry.
Thank you, Woodward Learner, Andy.
It's not bad. Could have made a better job of the shape of it, like. Oh, shush, Brian, the shape was your idea. Oh.
180. Oh.
You made enough mess over there on that bench yet?
240. I do. Hey,
So,
don't worry about my
like
bench.
That's
Don't
starting to
worry
look
about
like Paul Cabinet's bench.
Be fine. Never
Woodhead
looked like
wants to
Paul
know.
Kavanagh's bench.
The
Well,
Woodhead wants.
it might look like Paul Kavanagh's bench, but you've got to be able
It
to see
does.
Paul's to find out.
Oh, that's true, of course. Yeah.
Turn that
I
off.
actually discovered a trick this week that probably everybody else already knows, but it never occurred to me before.
Okay.
I use my cold jaws,
Mm-hmm.
but I put a screw through the threaded part of the cold jaw into the back of the piece of wood, rather than actually using the buttons on the cold jaw.
There you go.
It allowed me to
Yeah.
hold a piece of wood that I couldn't hold before.
Paul Finley would tell you
Um,
home has just joined us. Good evening, Paul.
Oh, Paul. Well done, mate.
Oh, Wayne says, Brian, I've got a trend 1/4-inch router from Axminster. Oh, okay,
Oh,
Wayne. I'll
cool.
have a look at that. Thank you.
Yeah, they're nice actually, those trend ones. Bit more of this. Better show it in case I get a small video out, says Wayne.
The
I don't do videos, do I, Wayne?
The wood dude says, I'm 6'1". Is there truth in that, boys?
Like you said, he's the same way as me.
You're only 5'6" or something.
Go suck an egg.
Sucking egg.
Think you are.
He's 5'6.5".
That's better than he told me earlier. He told me he
I'm the
was
same height as you. I'm the same height as you, Brian. You know that.
Oh, you're not.
I am. Oh no, no, you're about 4 inches taller than me with your Cuban
That's
heels
right.
on, but I don't wear Cuban heels.
Terry,
Sure,
we all know
really
you're a
is.
hobbit, mate. There's no
Yeah.
way out of it.
It's just stop whining, Terry.
As soon as
Right,
Mark
Stuart
bangs his head
Gurley.
in your workshop, we've
Yeah.
established you
Hey,
as a
Stuart.
hobbit.
Stuart Gurley has just joined us. Good evening,
Hello, Stuart. Thank you for coming in,
Yeah.
mate. I know you thought it was somebody else, Mike Walt, but it's not. It's me.
I'll get a word in edgeways somewhere here.
Marcello. It's who she told.
Paul Carver says, I don't understand all these short turners. I'm only 6'5".
Yeah, we heard that,
Paul's
Paul.
tall, lad.
So he is. He's a big lad. Is there, Paul?
Well, like Ruby Claire says, dynamite comes in small packets.
Robert said that he has a 12 millimeter, I
so
think
do
he means
buttons.
centimeter, circular ply with anti-slip matting on it.
Yep, that's what I have.
Yeah, that's exactly what I've got. I've actually got mine. Has got a nut in the middle of it, which is a M33 nut,
Oh,
and one side is anti-slip matting, the other side is abrasive. So I've got a sanding disc and a friction disc on the same piece of ply.
that's a clever
Perfect.
idea.
Yep.
I must get some of them M33 nuts.
Yeah, I got shamed into it by Mike because
Oh, there you? Oh, right.
You got shamed into it.
yeah, I
Cooking on gas.
the same as I made the steady rest this week.
Mhm.
It was about 5, maybe 10 years ago. I don't know, whenever it was. But I sold my last one because I never used it, and I kept thinking I'd probably make another one. And it was only this week that I actually got a job in that required it, so I made one in a hurry. Same thing with using nuts to create various pieces to go onto your lathe, friction drives and whatever.
That's good. That is all these. Yeah.
I intended
Right,
to do
hang
it for a long
Okay.
time after I bought the lathe, and I never did.
I just let you know that people. There it is. That on the chuck. Right. I'll turn the vacuum off. I'll catch it with that. Turn the vacuum off. There it is.
It's quite magic, that really, isn't it?
Perfect.
Right. So I'll start
little
undo the
red
vacuum
box,
chuck. You carry
The
on.
little red box that you showed earlier, Terry, is called a vacuum generator.
I don't care what it's called, Brian.
Yeah, but
It's-
you have to. You were
does
trying
the
to tell
job.
people what it's called, and you were calling it all sorts of nonsense. It's a vacuum
It's the
generator.
controller that controls the vacuum.
Can we have
It's
some
a vacuum
techies
generator.
on the pressure you use, and whatever?
Right. Well, okay. Well, it goes up to. It does. On this one, it goes up to 25 bar pressure suction. However, this one's a little bit temperamental, and it only ever goes up to 20, but minus 20. But I just put it on full for everything, so it seems to work on full. But you can put it if you want it. If you have something delicate, you're going to suck the bottom right out and blow it to pieces because it's very thin. You can control it. It's
Yeah.
a bit finicky to control, but if you can control it, and then you can get it to like 10 or 5. If you had something that was wafer thin, you put it on 20, just pull a hole in it. You know, it's gone.
Good.
If you put
Easily.
if you put it on 5 or 10, it'll hold it there, providing you're not taking huge cuts or really. Well, you wouldn't be anyway if you'd had very thin work, but you also wouldn't be having it spinning fast because the work would disintegrate when if you're polishing it. So it's much of a muchness, really. Just control the speed as against the thickness. If you've got just an ordinary thick bowl, whack it on full.
Work perfect.
We're getting some
Mark, it-
flickering on your light from that camera.
There
is
is.
that something we need to look at?
We
Is
do.
that light gone? Is it?
Well, there's a
Well, it's-
flickering on the.
there's
Oh, yeah,
serious
so there
flickering,
is.
yeah.
Oh,
It stops though when you walk into focus on the camera though. So
There you
Yeah.
go. See that?
I'm absorbing it, am I? Oh, hang on. Which camera?
walk
No,
closer to the. Now it's gone. You see,
There you go.
mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a light like that as well. It's just that it's a problem
This,
with one
this
light.
light here, is it?
No, I don't think.
Yeah.
Oh, it is that light?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
that one.
That's because I'm right in front of the camera. If I bring the camera up, the light up over the top, you don't see it.
Oh, there you go. It's too close.
That's
to the
my
camera
fault.
then,
I've
that's-
actually moved it down to the camera, in front of the camera, and it started to do it.
Yeah.
And I accidentally moved it. I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
Earlier.
Wayne has pointed out that don't be trying to vacuum
Sorry.
chuck with burrs. It doesn't work.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything with burrs or holes in. Holes
It's funny,
somewhere.
I found that out too, Wayne.
Although I'll tell you what, I did it the other day. I did a hollow form, and there was a hole in it, a inclusion, which went right through, and it left a 1/4 inch hole as I hollowed it out. Perfect. Other than that, and I thought, oh, man, I'm going to hold this now. So what I did is I taped up the hole, smacked it on the vacuum chuck, and away it went.
Yep. You can do, yep.
Perfect. So there we are.
I've done that with a
Inclusion.
little bowl that had a small inclusion in it. Yeah.
That's state of my works. I want to clean
masking
this
tape
now.
over it, and I masking
Oh, I have
taped
to
on
clean
both
this now.
sides.
Oh God.
Paul Kavanagh's added ore funnels.
Yeah,
To be
well,
honest, if you've already got a funnel, you probably aren't going to be.
Yeah, you're probably on a loser anyway.
He's probably already
Right.
at a lost cause.
See where my
Yeah.
men are. There's my men.
you're ready on a lost cause, or you're on a 2-part turn.
Brings that over
Yeah,
there.
2-part turn. Yeah.
Good evening, Jim.
Bink. There I is.
Grandpa Jim's just arrived, Terry.
Hello, Jim.
Hey Jim.
Late again. Never mind,
Yeah,
Jim.
there you go.
We still love you.
Yeah,
So there we
we're
are,
on catch
people.
up Now.
That was good, Terry. That was reasonable anyway.
Wayne's also put in a good point. If the vacuum is too high, it can damage the finish
Yeah.
that you've put on the wood. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
sometimes it's better with a vacuum to wait until the finish is fully dry before you use it.
Yeah.
Um,
Got a bit of embellish marks on there, and I put my finger on it when it just.
there's
There.
there's advantages and disadvantages you got to learn.
That's it.
That's quite a nice little piece, apart from the
That's
shape.
it. Yeah. Pete don't like
Lovely
the shape. He hates
A lovely
OGs. I quite like them. Brian loves them. He'll
Yep.
have a good weekend now, Brian will. 'Cause he
Nice
likes
little
them.
bowl.
Oh, geez, yep.
But just a little bowl. So something to Ruth
not-
to
I'm
take up
not
church
against
rights back.
OGs, and in fact, I am starting to cut more OGs than I did before. But
Oh,
Yeah, I like them. I know they're 80s, but yeah, who cares? Yeah, I love them.
60s. 60s and 70s, Terry.
60s, you get the old
70s, yeah.
sweep. You can sweep it around.
they're,
It's
they're along with
lovely.
the avocado bathroom sets, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
but
I could have
it's a
used I could have used green on that. Would have been good.
Yeah.
It's a bit like flare trousers. They're coming back too.
I might be able to use the one I got in the closet then. I'll brought them in.
Yeah.
Oh, please don't.
Please don't. That's
Robert
a
is
vision.
asking,
That's
is
a
that
vision,
fish in
isn't
the
it?
bottom of the bowl?
Is it what?
Is
Is
that
that a
fish?
fish in the bottom of the bowl?
Fish. She looks like it, isn't it? Yeah, that's two. Look.
Yeah.
Gone
It could be.
fishing.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a bit,
trout.
yeah. Looks like one of them haddock things.
I could say that. That's my fish bowl.
You could.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to believe you, like, but no matter.
They won't believe me. If you look at it the other way, it looks like a leak.
Oh, Paul Kavanagh, you're in so much trouble.
Looks like a leak. Looks like a leak there, that way up that way with the leaves at the top. It does actually look like a leak.
Mm.
In fact, you can have a
Andy
close look at that. Look. You can see that the leaves
Yeah,
at the
that's one.
top.
Yeah.
Andy the Wood,
um,
Andy the Woodwork learner says, "I'm going to put Terry on playback loop so as I can get a good night's sleep."
Good. That's all right, Andy. I don't mind. At least I made some effort.
Oh, take that.
Oh. Right, people. And Andy.
Handbags at dawn.
Thank you so much for coming in, everybody. I hope you liked what you saw. If you didn't like it, we'll see you again, will I?
Paul
Don't.
Cardinal's got it. Paul Cardinal's
You'll be
got
off
it.
and
We've
gone.
been summoned.
Bye,
Bye,
Paul.
Paul.
Take you about an
Take
hour to
care,
get out of the
Paul.
workshop, isn't it?
He's not in
See
the
you all
workshop.
later.
He's in the office.
Oh, he's in the office. Brush the dust off
See you
mine.
all in Wayne's later on at
Okay.
10:30 p.m.
I'm trying to keep
Correct.
awake here. I've been up since whatever this morning. Wayne's on
Yeah,
tonight,
11.
mine. Be
You're
there.
up since 11 o'clock.
And nobody's got anything else for me to say.
Right. You done
Except
now?
I'm invincible. Woo.
Jesus.
See you later, everybody. We are going. Say goodbye, Brian.
Bye, Brian.
Say goodbye, William.
Bye, everyone.
Say bye, everyone, Pete.
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, good
Welcome
morning.
to Terry's. Oh,
Good
Well, that
morning.
was
Thanks for
good
joining me
morning.
today.
Yeah.
Today, I'm going to turn a bowl. Bye-bye. Fingers
Take
on the
care,
button.
everyone. Bye bye.
Younger than
Best to
spring.